What's up, guys? My name is Terrygaters and I'm a professional music producer from Germany. And today I have another track for you, which is one of my favorites. But first, before we join into the reaction, feel free to follow me everywhere on social media. If you're interested in music production in general, feel free to follow me on Twitch as well. I stream music production there and I can answer some questions if you have some, or I can give you some feedback. And follow me on my main channel as well if you don't want to miss anything. And join the Discord. Join the Discord, guys, if you want to connect with people from the scene. So I would say, let's go into the reaction. So the track I have for today is a track from Skua and Cosmaks. It's called Mirage. Skua and Cosmaks are very cool guys, and Synth Collective is a very good label. I would say you could check it out if you want to and send some demos there. The whole EP here is a very nice EP, but my favorite from this EP, like I said, is Mirage, and I listen to this track a lot. I really love this track. So I would say let's go into that track, and I can tell you why I love it so much. The first thing what I have to say is the track is sounding really full. It's not overly full, I'm not sure I can say it in English, but it's really like filled out with so much elements that the track is like sounding like a whole thing, and every kind of element is supporting each other, which is really cool in this track. And my favorite thing about the track itself is the chord progression. The chord progression is so nice on this track. The only thing I would maybe change in the drums is the clap or snare, or the mix between the clap and snare is very wide in the mix, and you can't do that if you have vocal chops very present in the middle of your track, like really mono. Then you have the clap a little bit out of the way, but I would not spread it too far. But this is some kind of this is not really a critic or something. It's just a thing with taste. So in this case, I would do it a little bit differently, but it's sounding totally fine like that. Damn, when this chord change in the bass and stuff hits, it really catches my vibe and my feeling so badly, man. It's really, really a good chord progression, and that's the main fundamental of the track, and everything is built around it, I think, and all the other elements are really supporting that chord progression and this kind of peacefully hopeful feeling which this track has. And I also like the kick drum. I think it could be maybe a little bit more present in the high-end section, but the kick itself sounds really good. It's tight, it's punchy, but maybe a little tad more high-end in my taste would be cool. But like I said, this is also just taste. But like I said, love this track. And I like this kind of arpeggiated sound in the background, which is like a faller sound, which is going down a little bit. I'm not sure if you know what I mean, but that supports this kind of summery tropical vibe somehow. I think it's because of the sound choice and the notes and the arpeggiated rhythm. And it reminds me of a track from Andrew Donald's All Out of Love. It's not a melodic progressive track, but it's a track from the 90s, and it's a cool track. And there was some kind of similar thing in the track. Listen to Andrew Donald's All Out of Love, then you know what I mean. And I like the transition here into the breakdown. The kick is filtering down a little bit. And then you have this lead synth just playing at the end of the bar to give the transition some kind of energy. And it's like a really good fade out of the main section into the breakdown in my kind of taste. And the cool thing about the breakdown is now all the kind of atmospheric pads and stuff really shine here, and it's a really kind of positive track. And when I listen to that, I get summery feelings. I wanna dance on the beach. it's a very cool kind of vibe what the track catches here. And I love that there are still the chords in there, just filtered a little bit, so that you have the feeling of the chords playing in the background in the breakdown too. That's really awesome too here in the break. The piano itself sounds beautiful too. It's a simple melody, but in my taste, I like it when the pianos are more simple and more supportive. It's cool to have a breakdown with a more complicated melody and stuff, but then you should have the focus really on the piano. But in this case, you have so much atmosphere and vibe and stuff going on that it would disturb the mix. And in this case, in my opinion, it's a better choice to keep the melody simple, and the high notes are also good because then they are out of the way with all the other elements playing at the same time. So you can make sure that your piano is really coming through and not clashing with any kind of pad or something. And I need to say the same thing like I said it on the Emergent covers. I really love the style of Synth Collective making their covers. It looks really modern. It has this kind of vinyl case or cover to it, which is really cool because I'm a vinyl lover, and I have a lot of vinyls on from different kind of music. So that's what I really love on Synth Collective too. They had different kind of covers in the past, but then they found their style, I think, and I really love this kind of style. The transition is also cool. It's hyping the drop a little bit with this kind of more hard-hitting snares, but it's not like you expect a really crazy filtered open up hardcore drop. It's giving you the tension you need to release your emotions. And this is why I love the build-up also here in this track. It's not building up too much hype, but it's not too relaxing, so it's something in between, and then you want to release your feelings, which you build it up from the breakdown, and that's very nice here. And the crash is really clean. The crash has, in my taste, the perfect amount of reverb, and it's like really fading out so smoothly. So the crash sounds beautiful. I'm not sure if this is the finished sample what they have taken, or if they have the dry crash and placed some reverb. It's on their own on top of that crash, but it sounds beautiful, and it's placed very good in the mix, I think. Crashes can be a pain in the ass sometimes with too much resonance frequencies, especially if you put a long reverb tail on top of it, but here it sounds so clean. And I like on the kick drum that there is this kind of middle section where I think where the main punch sits. It has this kind of thump, thump, thump sound to it. I'm not sure how I should describe it, but I think you know what I mean. And the snares are not too loud, and that's also a thing to not build up too much energy. You can use a hard-hitting snare, but make it a little bit quiet in the background, drowned in some reverb or something, and then you still have this kind of excitement, but not this kind of, oh, I'm expecting the big drop, and then boom, nothing is happening, and then you say, oh my god, I expected a big drop. And the cool thing is, in the second part here, they have a ride on top of everything with just this little bit of high energy to give it a little bit more boost and a little bit more kind of, more kind of energy. So they really want to get the last emotion out of you with this kind of track. So yeah. And I love the guitar. I think it's a guitar in the background. It's also a simple melody, but it's more like a support melody, more like a question and answer thing. It's not a melody which is a main thing in the track. It's more playing in the back to support everything else just with the frequencies it creates. So it fills up space and it helps to have this atmospheric bed. So guys, that's it with my reaction to Skua and Cosmaks Mirage. I hope you liked the video. If it is so, then feel free to leave me some support in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe here on this channel. Subscribe also on my main channel. Follow me everywhere on social media. I'm the most active on Twitch, Instagram and YouTube. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I hope to see you in the next video. So thanks and goodbye and peace.